Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Post to Post. It's Neil here, coming back at you with another Jersey Concept Friday. We do it every Friday here on the channel. We look at your work from the community, usually 32 NHL jersey concepts. Sometimes people throw in 2 jerseys per team. We get 64. Well, this time we've got 32 from a designer named Ben Brown. And he is special because he's a little bit younger than our normal demographic of designer. He's 14. You know what I was doing when I was 14? Running around outside playing on a farm. I definitely wasn't designing jersey concepts, so I'm very curious to see what Ben has in store for us today. So let's bring it up. Let's look at all 32 of his NHL jersey concept designs. Let's go. First is Anaheim. Okay, so actually a really good start. Like for 14 years old, like man, I couldn't do this at 14. So super impressed by this, Ben. I actually really like this jersey a lot. I like that you just kept it, simple up above, not different color shoulders. Just let that beautiful purple kind of breathe in there. Add a little bit of the orange in the back of the neck. That's okay. And having the orange complement down below as well, and additionally complemented within the logo. Logo is recolorized beautifully. Bottom of the jersey is just kind of left pretty clean. Honestly, really good start here. I like this one. Next, the Arizona Coyotes. Okay, so a bit of a darker kachina, like the shoulders and everything kind of above the elbows is very, very dark. And then the logo itself has been changed almost a bit of an awkward way, honestly. There's something happening with the ear section that's kind of thrown me off a little bit. So I don't think this is necessarily a miss. It's not as good as the Anaheim one in my personal opinion, but it's still a decent jersey. Next, the Boston Bruins. Okay, so we're going with the, I guess, variation of the Reverse Retro 2.0, almost inversing it to be a black jersey or a dark jersey instead of the away white jersey. And I think that it looks okay. I have a bit of a gripe with the design in the neck not matching the same colorization as the striping down below. So that kind of like slash that's happening in the arms and the bottom of the jersey, that's yellow and white. Well, we get that in the neck, but it's just yellow on the neck. So maybe we'd like to see a little bit of white in there just so it's, at least consistent. But seeing a dark version of this jersey, not bad. Logo's a little big, maybe a little bit low as well, but decent. Buffalo, whoa, okay. Interesting. The GOAT jersey, but using not the royal blue, well, maybe a little bit of the royal blue in that in-between color there, but a very deep ocean blue with a very light sky blue, and then that more of a rich royal blue that we see in the middle there. But then the logo really pops off that dark blue because you're using the sky blue as the main contrasting color there, and then you have almost an outer glow of the royal blue. Honestly, that looks fantastic. I really like this a lot. It is, I think, on the way to being a pretty great uniform as well. Like I can kind of envision the pants a little bit and the socks. Yeah, this is a fun jersey. I really like this a lot. Next, the Carolina Hurricanes. So you've got the state outline in the background, nice clean shoulders. I like the idea of the state outline. I don't like it in the back of the logo. I think there's just too much going on there. It's a bit distracting. So I would love to see that as a shoulder patch. And it doesn't have to have anything inside. It doesn't have to have NC or Canes or anything like that. It could just be the outline of the state right there on the shoulder. And it could just be a thread or some kind of I don't even know. It doesn't have to be a full patch that's different colored. It could just be like the outline, like it is on the jersey. I think that would be pretty cool, actually. Next, the Columbus Blue Jackets. Okay, so this is the kind of inverse of the Cannon jersey, but with the current logo recolorized to match the Cannon jersey. Not sure if that makes sense or not, but it's pretty good. We've seen similar concepts in the past, and we've liked them. Next, the Calgary Flames. This is very strange. It has like mid to late 70s, early 80s retro vibes. Almost like a wood paneling kind of Toyota Tacoma 4Runner kind of paint job happening here with an off-white. It's like an old camper, like your grandparents' old camper or something. It's kind of weird, but it doesn't look bad. It just looks old. It's weird seeing Blasty on there though. Blasty's almost a little bit too modern, even though it is retro itself. It feels too modern for this specific jersey design. I like it though, it's pretty cool. Next, the Chicago Blackhawks, absolutely. I really like this a lot. I think this is fundamentally a fantastic jersey design. The template makes it a little bit hard to see how the striping lays on the arms, because it almost, like, you can see the black coming down on the edge. I don't know if that's intentional, where it's a split striping. So for example, maybe the striping is only on the inner arm, or it's only on the side arm, and then the inner side is black. I don't know. I kind of like both directions, and I love the logo just kind of fading away almost into the background and letting the white contrast nicely on the black. That's pretty cool. And I love the amount of blue that's in there, pulled from the city flag. Next, the Colorado Avalanche. Okay. Well, I don't know if it's my monitor, but the burgundy in the logo looks different than the burgundy on the stripes. I don't know. I feel like it's almost too dark in a way. I would kind of like to see, like, the blue in the logo that you see, and also on the arms and the bottom. Maybe if that was the primary color, I think just like the darker blues, maybe just a little bit too dark. So just kind of inverse those blues, and I think it might be better for just me, I guess. Dallas. Yeah, I mean, there's a different variation of the logo. It's okay. It seems big, though. Make it a little bit smaller. Love the shoulder patch. Very, very retro. Stars on the arms is pretty cool. I mean, it's pretty close to the Reverse Retro 2.0, but yeah, I like this. Detroit. A black jersey for sure. Even the design in terms of the neck and the striping on the arms, absolutely. The logo colorized with some gray in there, probably not for me. I would have just kept like the regular logo on there, and you can have the gray in the rest of the jersey if you want, in the neck and the arms and the bottom and stuff, but I think I would just leave the logo alone personally. The Oilers with it almost looks like very Florida Panthers in a way. A Stanley Cup matchup controversy here. It's because of the gradiated sunset kind of. You got you got red to orange rather, and it just looks like a sunset. It looks like something Florida would do in a jersey, and not necessarily Edmonton. I don't think Edmonton's necessarily known for their sunsets, but it's decent. I just don't think it fits the Oilers brand. At least not those two colors transitioned like that. If it was maybe a blue gradient or something, maybe, I don't know. I don't know. It looks like the sunset, and it's throwing me off a little bit. It's nice though. Well, speaking of Florida, there we have it. And I think this is fantastic, other than the fact that the logo is so big. So if we just shrink down the logo a little bit, move it up, and everything else is totally fine. It's a very simplistic jersey, no shoulder patch, lots of color up top, or flat color, just the blue. Simple striping. I think that looks good. Sometimes you don't have to go above and beyond and be super modern and super risky and stuff. Those are fun designs, and I really like when designers do that, but I also really appreciate the simplistic designs as well. Just taking a generic jersey design with simple striping like this and picking the appropriate colors to balance everything, and that's exactly what Ben's done here. Again, a little bit issue with the logo, but in terms of the colors chosen and the balance of everything, really good. The LA Kings, yep, absolutely. Yeah, I don't know if I'd change anything about this other than, again, broken record. Logo's too big, maybe move it up a little bit. Other than that, it's a pretty cool jersey. I love the amount of purple, and I love that Ben has still introduced that kind of metal fleck that you see in the Golden Knights jersey and also the Kings jersey. Okay, we got Minnesota here, and I would say as an alternate, I don't think Ben has named this series anything. If I'm not mistaken, I'll just check my notes here. I don't see any like series behind this, but if this was a series, or if I had to pick a series for this jersey to go into, it would just be an alternate or some kind of like dark series or something. I wouldn't want to see this as the home jersey. It's approaching practice jersey a little bit because it is so black, and there's not much color on the sleeves and down below. And then the logo is just like a simplified version of their primary logo. So like a 1 year series, not a long-term alternate. It's a cool jersey. Oh, next, Montreal Canadiens. A little bit too dark for me personally. I miss the white. I don't mind the tritone aspect of this jersey, but the logo's throwing me off a little bit. It almost looks like we're looking at the jersey like under a black light or something, and it's throwing me off a little bit. New Jersey, I like the sleeves. I like the striping on there. The bottom of the jersey is nice too. We get a black jersey from New Jersey, which is great. Logo, again, big, and I don't mind the bevel. The bevel's okay. Yeah, it's all right. Next, Nashville Predators. It's weird seeing it going that way. Like I want the Predator to go this way. So I don't know. I guess you could like make the end smaller so it would fit like if you switch the Predator rather. I'm sorry. The butt of the Predator wouldn't be able to fit that big N. So I understand kind of what Ben's doing here, but I'm so used to it going the other way that it looks awkward going, walking to the left instead of to the right. But I like the jersey. The jersey is pretty cool. I like the shoulder patches as well. That's neat. Next, the Islanders. Okay, an interesting approach using the Isles name, kind of like they did on the Stadium Series jersey that they flopped. This is just a more interesting take on it, honestly. It's the fisherman vibes as well. Actually really like that striping down below and on the arms too. That's pretty cool. I would kind of work a little bit more on that L, that lighthouse L. I think we need just a little bit more fine tuning there just to really push home that it is an L. I know it's an L. The majority of people would know that it's an L, but we need a little bit more hook on the bottom of the L, I think. The Rangers, absolutely. So we've seen similar concepts to this in the past where people have taken that kind of Liberty green from Statue of Liberty and put it on a jersey. They don't use it right now. They never have. But it's a pretty logical decision, and it's a green that I don't think we've ever seen in the NHL to my memory. I don't think we have. So, it's awkward and it's a little bit weird, but it also makes total sense as well. So it'd be cool if the Rangers did something like this. Ottawa, using a little bit more yellow in here, and the red is not the Ottawa red. It feels almost like approaching burgundy a little bit. I like the jersey. I don't know if it's better than what they currently use as their home jersey, but it's definitely a pretty cool jersey. I think it's better than the Reverse Retro 1.0 for sure. The Flyers, ooh, okay. I was a little bit thrown off by the design in the arms and the striping, but I think if this is the template's fault, I think if we could actually see this like a physical version of this, it would translate much better. Right now, since this is so flat and symmetrical, it's throwing us off a little bit, but in real life, I think this would look a lot better. Keep on going to the Pittsburgh Penguins. Nice gradient down through there into the bottom. We've got that black, which transitions nicely into the blue, bit of a darker blue. The logo, yeah, that's okay. I think my biggest issue, and it's barely an issue, is that we have yellow in the neck, but we don't have yellow anywhere else in the jersey. So I'd honestly like to maybe see some yellow in the logo, just like a hint, and maybe some yellow down at the bottom of the jersey. Again, just a hint. Other than that, pretty cool jersey. Okay, Seattle Kraken. Yeah, sure. I mean, red is the primary color, is probably inevitable for the Seattle Kraken. Currently, it's their, don't think it's their third color. I think it's their fourth color, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe even their fifth? No, I think it's their fourth. Anyways, it's inevitable. It's going to happen. We are going to see a red jersey, likely not this year, likely not next year, maybe in the next coming years, but it is definitely going to happen. And using the alternate logo as the primary logo, sure, why not? Looks okay. San Jose. I really like this. I like the texture in the teal. I like the yellow that's being used here. Like, this is really good. It's a reach back into the seals a little bit, isn't it? This is honestly a really good kind of cross promotion of a couple of brands here. I like this a lot. I actually wouldn't change anything about this. I think this is really nice. St. Louis Blues. It looks like a practice jersey a little bit. Yeah, it looks like a practice jersey. It doesn't look bad. It just doesn't. It's not a standout jersey in the series. The Lightning. Okay, so black is the primary. Pretty good. We got some nice striping on the arms, on the bottom of the jersey as well. Gradient in the logo. Not really a huge fan of that, but the logo change is definitely acceptable. Toronto Maple Leafs. I think we have seen similar concepts to this, but maybe not with this logo and not with the shoulder patch kind of matching that either. So I'm going to go out on a limb here and say something maybe controversial. I think this makes way more sense, maybe not more sense, but it looks better than the Montreal Canadiens Reverse Retro 2.0. That was honoring the Expos, was honoring the light blue. I love the reason behind that, like the jersey. But I think it fits better with the Toronto Maple Leafs, and it complements nicely with the darker blue. It also pays a little bit of respect to the Blue Jays, if we can, and I think that this would sell so well. Like, if this was one of the Reverse Retros or a Winter Classic or something, like, this would sell very well, even for non-Maple Leafs fans, just jersey collectors. I think this would be a very popular jersey. Ben, this is an excellent jersey. Next, Vancouver Canucks. I'm torn a little bit because I like the logo. I like the direction that Ben is going here with that. But I think the striping is maybe not enough, or there should be something along the bottom as well. Currently, I'm getting practice jersey vibes again from this. There's just almost not enough color or striping in the jersey, so I'd like to see just a little bit more, but I like the direction. Okay, the Vegas Golden Knights, yeah, it's not bad. I mean, it's got shades of some reverse retros in the past. It's decent. I think it would make a good uniform. Let's move on. The Jets, red is the primary, sure. Using that logo, sure. Doesn't look bad. Not my favorite from the series for sure. And then the Washington Capitals, which is the last one. Okay, combining two logos here. I see what's going on. So it's very reminiscent of the previous alternate from the last 3 years from the Washington Capitals, which was okay. I think this is a better version than that for sure. It's not my favorite so far that we've seen. Honorable shout out time. I'm pretty sure I know my favorite, but I wanted to give an honorable shout out to the Anaheim jersey. That was a really, really good jersey. Like, honestly, that is an excellent jersey. I really like that a lot. The Buffalo one as well was fantastic. We got to give an honorable shout out there. That was so good. I also really liked the Chicago Blackhawks one. That was excellent. The Florida Panthers one too. Like, Ben has made so many great jerseys in this collection. But I'm going to actually go on a bit of a off choice, I guess you could maybe call it. I'm going to do San Jose. And it really took me for surprise because I was expecting something maybe a little bit more ferocious, which I love. Like I talk about that all the time. I like when jerseys and logos and stuff have character and personality and aggression. This doesn't really have any of that. It has a little bit of like scenery, I guess, like perspective, but it doesn't have that aggression that the typical San Jose Sharks jersey has. And maybe that's why I like it, just because it's a little bit different. But the colors are balanced well. Black as the primary color is pretty cool for San Jose. The green looks good, or the teal looks good on the black. The yellow complements the black nicely. The yellow complements the teal nicely. Everything is arranged properly. There's a texture in the striping, which isn't too aggressive. It's not too in your face. It's just subtly done. So the execution there is great by Ben. It really surprised me. I wasn't expecting this for San Jose. Usually we get something a little bit more in terms of their current brand. So this is a nice surprise, honestly. So Ben, 14 years old, coming up with so many incredible designs. Like, that was actually one of the best series that I think I've looked at in a long time. So excellent job there. I don't know what you plan to do after high school, or what your dream is in life, or whatever. But whatever you do, make sure you keep making jersey concepts or pursue graphic design or something, because you have definitely a talent and a skill there. Thank you so much for sending those in. Thank you for creating those and sharing them with us. That was a lot of fun to look through. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you hit the like button. That definitely helps me a lot. And let me know down below in the comment section, what was your favorite design here from Ben? He's had a lot. There was a lot of good jerseys in there. I suspect, sometimes we do the series and there's that one standout jersey that everyone kind of comments as their favorite. I don't know about this one. There's so many good ones in here. We're going to see a lot of different comments. But yeah, if you enjoyed it, let me know down below in the comment section. Let me know what was your favorite. And if you're new, we'd love to see you back for more jersey concept videos like this. We do it every single Friday here on the channel. So we'd love to have you on board. Hit the subscribe button, and we'll talk to you soon. Adios.